After the failed collection of funds from Mr. Ushida, the Hashimoto goons were spooked. It was only a myth, a yokai tale. Yet this girl had shown all the signs and power of the fox spirit. Yet each goon did not stop running until they had made it back safely to their stronghold. The guards viewed them as a nuisance and a laughingstock as they entered unannounced and in a panic state, causing a scene amongst the other Hashimoto. But not much could be said to them, for they were higher up in the ranks than most. But not for their skill, but due to who one was related to. The Tigerhead's right-hand man did not take kindly to his brother being humiliated. An aura of golden lightning began to crack and emanate from inside the stronghold. If it was war that the fox spirit wanted, it was war he would bring. Hashimoto's deadliest warrior, Raiden. Welcome to the hero reveal of Raiden, the right hand of the criminal organization known as Hashimoto. Raiden has 250 health and he is a damage hero. Raiden's left click and basic attack is called Bolt Pistol. Raiden wields a pistol that is capable of shooting electrified bullets at his target enemies in quick succession. Enemies hit by these bullets become electrified for the next 3 seconds. And yes, this does work on turrets and Omnic characters alike, such as Ash's ultimate ability, Bob. This electrified effect will be indicated via a small static of electricity buzzing around the target in animation every few seconds. But nothing too major, just to avoid unnecessary screen clutter. Electrified targets work with Raiden's other abilities, but more on that later. Raiden's attack speed is 0.6 seconds per bullet, and Raiden's total ammunition is 6. He has a reload time of 1.25 seconds. Raiden's right-click attack is called Tiger Slash. By using the right-click button, Raiden unsheaths his blade and will attack with his electrified sword, striking nearby enemies. Each strike will electrify enemies hit due to his blade also having a lightning-infused edge. Cooldown for Tiger Slash is 2 seconds. Raiden's E ability is called Lightning Rod. Target an area using the E button and throw a mechanical lightning rod toward it. Once the rod is set on the field, it will remain until it is destroyed or until a new one is set, meaning that only one may be active at a time. If an electrified enemy goes within a 12-meter radius of the lightning rod, electricity will surge from the rod and connect the target enemy to the rod with a golden lightning, dealing constant damage to them while they are inside the range of the rod and while the rod is active. Lightning rods can be destroyed and they can be hacked, and they have 100 health. If an enemy is connected via the lightning rod, Raiden can shoot or slash at the rod to further electrify that enemy and continue the electrocution, without having to attack them directly. While an enemy is connected, they will take 35 damage each second, and this will continue indefinitely until the enemy is no longer electrified or until the rod is destroyed. Lightning from the rod cannot penetrate shields, and if an enemy is electrified and within range of the lightning rod, the lightning will instead attack the enemy shield, slowly damaging it and destroying it if it can. A cool combo for this would be to have a tank hero in front of you protecting your rod from being destroyed while you apply this effect to enemies. Therefore, you can ensure a constant stream of electrocution to deal extra damage while your team works at stopping them. Cooldown for Lightning Rod is 6 seconds once it has been destroyed. Raiden's left shift ability is called Shock Wave. By pushing left shift, you can unleash a powerful pulse of electrical energy around you within a 10-meter radius, immediately electrifying all enemies nearby. This pulse also deals damage to enemies and interrupts an enemy's current action. Yes, this will cancel an enemy's current ability if they are within range and not protected by any shielding. This will also temporarily stun turrets and Ash's ultimate Bob if it is unleashed near them, though this is only a temporary effect and they will come back online if they are not destroyed beforehand. Furthermore, if a lightning rod is set on the field, Raiden will instead teleport to the rod before unleashing his shockwave attack. making the lightning rod and the shockwave a cool combo to use together and not separately. Cooldown for shockwave is 12 seconds. Raiden's ultimate ability is called Hashimoto's Fury. In animation, bolts of golden lightning emanate from around him. Once this has been activated, Raiden will gain unlimited ammo for the next 8 seconds. Furthermore, Raiden will also gain a 60% cooldown reduction during this time to all of his abilities, meaning that during this time, it is probably best to avoid Raiden while he is on his rampage. And now for the new season. This new season will be titled Witch Hunt. Due to it being Halloween, this will be a Halloween-based season with a cool new arcade mode, the new Hashimoto hero that has been revealed already, and some really wicked Halloween skins that I designed, and a mythic that I peppered in the middle of that too. Sadly, there won't be a new map, just because I was spending a lot more time designing these skins. First up, we have the new arcade mode, and the new arcade mode this season will be titled Witch Hunt. This will see the standard 5v5 player game mode, to where one team is the new mythic Shadow Witch Juno skin. I'm gonna show this later. And the other team of 5 will be considered Witch Hunters. They will be consisting of 5 different heroes with select abilities and restrictions to aid in the catching of the witches flying around the map. At the beginning of the match, each team will be organized into either witches or witch hunters, and there will be a total of 3 rounds, with each round lasting 5 minutes, and each round swapping teams from witches to hunters as each round finishes. The team that wins the most rounds will ultimately be victorious. For all players on the Witch team, they will be selected as the new Mythic Shadow Witch Juno skin as an auto pick, and unless you have unlocked the other levels of the Mythic skin yourself, only the base color variant will be available to all players during this mode until you unlock more with the Battle Pass. The aim of the game for the Witches is to escape from the Hunters for the next 5 minutes by any means necessary. Juno players will have a 50% cooldown reduction to all of their available abilities during this mode, though they will be unable to attack enemy witch hunters with their basic attacks or heal their allies, meaning that their Medi Blaster is a strict no-no in this mode. Pulsar torpedoes will also be unavailable, and Juno players will not have access to their ultimate ability during this mode also. And the only way to heal is via the health packs that are around the map, to which I thought for this Halloween style mode, it would be cool to make them bubbly potions. So strictly for the Witch team, Hyper Ring, Glide Boost, and Juno's Martian Overboots passive will be the only abilities available for the Witch team. For the Witch Hunter team, there will be a few select heroes to choose from with slight modifications and restrictions as mentioned to each one, just to try and balance the mode a bit. Roadhog will be the first available Witch Hunter as a selection, with his grapple hook ability being the only ability available for Roadhog to use in this mode. And like Juno and the rest of the Witch Hunters, he will be unable to attack in any other way other than his grapple hook. If Hog manages to hook a Juno player and reel them in, it is an instant witch kill for their team, knocking the Juno witch out of the round. Hook's cooldown will remain the same after each use as per Hog's normal 6-second cooldown. The next available Witch Hunter will be Reinhardt, to where, like Hog, he will not be able to attack as per the mode, and his only way to take down the pesky witches will be via his Fiery Strike ability. Each one of his strikes will deal a total of 50% health to a Juno, and each Fiery Strike that hits will actually further burn a Juno witch player with burn damage, dealing 15 damage each second for the next 3 seconds they remain on fire. Reinhardt will also have his charge available at his disposal. The next available Witch Hunter will be Orisa, to where the only available ability at her disposal will be her Energy Javelin, to where this particular spear will deal 50% damage to witches hit, and it will impale and stun the witches temporarily for 1.25 seconds if they are impaled. The next hunter available will be Sigma, getting access only to his accretion ability, being able to lob rocks at flying enemy targets or grounded ones to damage and down them. Sigma's accretion ability cooldown will go down to 6 seconds in this mode, though you will still need to perfectly aim the accretion to deal damage and hit the witches. Each accretion deals 50% damage to a Juno player and will knock them down. The last Witch Hunter available will be Ramatra. As a hunter, Ramatra will constantly be in his Nemesis form, meaning that he has access to close range combat to where he can constantly attack with the left click button, as it only has a short range, as many times as he wishes. Each fist attack by Ramatra against a witch will deal 25% damage, meaning that in 4 punches he can finish one off. As an added bonus, Ramatra has access to his Ravenous Vortex ability while in this form. Though Ravenous Vortex deals no damage in this mode, it only strictly downs flying witches while they are inside of it. Just to mention as well, for the Witch Hunter team, there will be no dual picks of the same character, so the 5 available heroes, you will need to select them quickly if you want to pick a certain one. And now finally, we have this season's Halloween skins. First up, we have Yokai Zenyatta. This Zenyatta skin was inspired by a yokai-style Japanese horror tale and a demon, with his attack orbs being that of a Japanese horror tale known as Beto Beto-san. The rest of Zen's form is more of a fiery blue Oni-like demon. Imagine the creepy voice lines that we could get with the Zen skin alone for Halloween. Next up, we have Jorogumo Widowmaker. This skin, as mentioned in the name, was inspired by another Japanese horror tale of the Jorogumo. For this Widowmaker skin, I have given her the typical geisha-like dress with a spider web pattern and slit below, showing her traditional geisha clothes. I've also given the skin spider eyes and spider legs protruding from her back. And I thought, as a cool addition to the skin, the only time her spider legs come out is while she is either emoting or while she is using her ultimate ability. Next up, we have a more sci-fi and cosmic horror take on Halloween with Universal Threat Sigma. This first one is the blue version I did for this skin, to where I have given his hand orbs and head actual black holes. I changed his skin to a cosmic star-like skin, sort of inspired by Eternity from Marvel, and as a cool feature, I thought adding the debris of rock and meteorites in orbit that are getting sucked into his black hole head was kinda wicked. He also has meteorite shoulders and a darker metal to his normal armor that is encasing this form. Here is the orange variant of the skin that I did also. I really couldn't pick between the two as I like certain aspects of each one. Which skin is your favorite Sigma out of the two? Please let me know in the comments and we can do a poll. For this Sigma skin, I thought another cool feature perhaps would be a creepy style of voice to Sigma, or even just random noises. Perhaps morphing all of his voice lines into a creepy static that makes no sense could also be really wicked, and also very, very spooky. And lastly guys, here is this season's mythic skin that I've been teasing this whole video, and that is Shadow Witch Juno. At base form, Shadow Witch Juno floats and gains the purple hue to her hair and glow around her body. Her skin is a purpley blue also, and she gains the tattered Dark Witch dress and the witch's hat. Her drones also become magical shadowy style creatures. For level 1, Juno won't have the wand or the broom available, so this will be the base level 1 styled mythic. For level 2, Juno will gain access to a red aura and coloring and the magic wand instead of her blaster, which I thought was a really cool idea for Juno, allowing her to shoot spells instead of her Medi Blaster. For level 3 of the mythic skin, Juno will gain access to a green hue color scheme, as well as the witch's broom that sits on her back. While you own level 3 and have access to the broom, whenever Juno uses movement abilities, she will ride her broom from her back like a witch, instead of magically floating as per normal. Here is the 3 different completed skins in their respective colors: purple, which is the original, red, and also the green. I hope you guys enjoyed the new hero concept and this Halloween season. As always guys, thank you for watching the hero reveal of Raiden.